Welcome to another video. Today we're looking at the top 10 battles overall in faction so far. And number 10 is Piccolo X, and this was against one of the Indo teams. And horrible lead here, absolutely horrible. Fails the sack on, or fails to get out with the Cresselia throwing the Moonblast there. Would have done a fair amount of damage. Banks a lot of energy and goes into Gyarados. The opponent's throwing the Grass Knot here and probably looking to bail, and Tangrowth was the Mon that I think Piccolo was trying to draw out there, so he'll get a crunch away here, but he's definitely going to lose. Switch here, which isn't too good. That Rock Slide's going to come through and KO the Gyarados, so things at this stage in the match aren't looking too good. I'm sure he'll come back in with the Dragougie and look to farm all the way down, but that Cresselia is going to come back in. I guess the benefit is it doesn't have a lot of energy going for it at the moment, but he'll farm all the way down here. Over 100 energy now. Throws the Aqua Tail bait. Cresselia gets a Psycho Cut through. Throws the bait here, hoping to draw a shield. Gets the shield. Now going for the Outrage. Hopefully getting the second shield here or doing massive neutral damage. Then swaps into the Jellicent, the Grass Knot coming through. This will do about a third, opting not to shield this one. Opponent staying in, looking to throw another Grass Knot here. Sneaks through a Hex, which is pretty big. Definitely needs to shield this. And opponent's looking to stay in, or tries to catch, but wouldn't have really been a catch anyway because it's a Shadow Machamp in the back. So at this stage, battle hanging in the balance after a lost lead. Needs to farm up a ton of energy here. CMP's on the move, which is super bad luck. This will almost KO, but not quite. And he's at 2 Bubble Beams now. The Psycho Cut shouldn't KO, so he'll be able to Bubble Beam KO here, and then just get to the Shadow Ball in time and KO the Cresselia. So terrible lead, terrible swap, but manages to pull through in the end and get the win. Alright, number 9 is Brody versus Wenjun from the Crimson Tigers. Widely regarded as one of the better Open Master League players in APAC, and horrible lead for Broads, even a bit of lag there to add into it. First Rock Slide coming through now. Let's see what he opts to do after this. Alright, so probably the Shadow Ball coming through now. Broads opting not to shield. This Melmetal's definitely not going to get much use the way it's going. And it's frustrating for Broads because he's got 2 things in the back that could certainly handle this Giratina a lot better than the Melmetal. So I imagine this would be Ominous Wind and farm down. He's banking a move and he's swapping into the Togekiss now. It's definitely in farm range, that Giratina, so it looks like he might have banked a little bit of energy and dropped out there. This Mamoswine comes in, not a great matchup to be fair, but the thing about Mamo is it's pretty fragile, and Togekiss can probably 2-shield plow through this matchup, and it looks like that's what Broads is going to do here. The Mamo is very low now, it'll get off, oh, it doesn't even get off another move, so he's done really well there. And it looks like it's a Dragon Tail Melodic in the back here. Togekiss in great shape, resisting the fast move, be able to get this Ancient Power off. A boost to be nice here, doesn't get it, decides not to shield the Surf, and looking to now come in with the Garchomp and probably just about farm all the way down. He'll definitely be able to take this Surf no problem, and he's got the Melmetal in the back with a move, so things are looking pretty good at this stage. He's going to win comfortably. In fact, I reckon all his Mon are going to survive here. He'll be able to throw the Sand Tomb. Giratina's got no choice but to shield here. So, happening now. I think this is just an Ominous Wind. So, Broads will use his final shield here. It's got the boost, but it's not going to matter. And yeah, really comfortable win against one of the better players. Number 8 is Sasha, and it's versus Bowie, who's now joined the crew. Hi out there, Bowie, if you're watching this. At the time, Bowie was undefeated in faction, so this was a big matchup. Sasha had only lost to Bobo at this stage and was undefeated otherwise, and Bowie was, this is 3rd season, and he was batting at 100%, so hugely anticipated matchup. Bowie now swaps into the Bronzong. Sasha's just Dragon Tailing away here. very tricky meta, this one too, so it's a lot of grabbing shields, building up energy, swapping out, that sort of thing. So now we've got the Swampert coming in, the Psychic coming through there, does a great chunk. What's going to happen here? It looks like Sasha's going for the bait, throwing the Hydro, which wouldn't KO, and Bowie's let that one go, but it's kind of a reasonably safe bait. It's wasted a bit of energy, but he can now maintain switch, and he's given very little farm. So things looking pretty good here. Quagsire comes back in and gets only one mud shot, which is decent. Sneaks through another one now. Probably Stone Edge. And Sash just going to use his other shield, farm up some more energy, and it's wireless in the back. So this is perfect. It has to shield here. He can then look to swap into the Galvantula and one lunge with that dark typing and a real fragile mon that it is. This shouldn't KO. And the lunge will. So really, really well worked out matchup there. Bit of baiting, but yeah, perfect symmetry, and yeah, very well played. And a sneaky little couple of mud shots, but still gets it done. All right, next matchup we've got Antag, and we know what this means. If we see a Wiggly tough, we know what's happening here, and it's him using his Charm Hole team. And anyone out there that thinks it's just tap, 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 certainly not. And you can see in this game, swaps out on the move there into the A9, which will be, this will be not effective. And yeah, farms down there, in comes the Haunter, and this is perfect. So he'll look to grab a shield here if he can, but he'll now be able to line his Alolan Muck on the Haunter and pretty much just farm it all the way down. Let's see if Bojan decides to shield here. He does, so yeah, shield gone, charming his way down, and he'll be able to farm this all the way down with the Muck. Obviously resisting the fast moves and the charge moves. He swaps out, and it's Medi in the back, and Wiggly will get the job done here. So as you can see, it's all about alignment, juggling the Charmers, and in this match here, he couldn't play this much better. Throwing this move, he'll shield, but yeah, he'll basically be looking to charm down now, and the Muck in the back should have a move just about locked and loaded. He'll shield here, and then he'll be able to farm down. So perfectly played. Ooh, dynamic punch, that's spicy. Anyway, it's not going to matter. Dark Pulse going through, and then he'll just be able to farm down the Haunter. So the Mad Lad getting it done here. Obviously this isn't going to KO, and yeah, that's the end of that. Alright, number 6, Piccolo X. Again, another really tough opponent here. This was against the guys from Hong Kong, and this is Pride of HK, who's one of the best battlers in Asia. So mirror lead here, but he's running Hurricane. So the key thing about Hurricane is that there's no debuff, and he's also running his best buddy Talonflame, so he knows he wins CMP, and he didn't win it there, so it could only be a flame charge. So he gets the Hurricane through. He can now shield one, even gets an extra Incinerate through there, which is really good. Can shield here and farm down. So take switch, and he's going to end up with close to 100 energy going into the next matchup. And in comes Jellicent. So throwing the flame charge here. I doubt the Jellicent will shield this, but next move it definitely has to shield. So he'll get that shield back, and then he can probably, yep, he's going into Swampert here. He's a shield down, but it's that sort of heads up play that's going to force this game. So, and it could well be, I think he had Roserade, so it might be Roserade in the back. So no point in getting farmed down there by the Jellicent. Comes straight in. Good timing on the charge move there. Gets another Hydro through. He's pressuring shields here, and doesn't need to shield this. Can definitely survive 2 Hydros. So at this stage, we'll probably look to let this go. This one will KO. Or, oh no, it won't actually, I don't think. He's going to get to another Hydro here. So perfect timing on the move. I think it's like a rank 3 Swampert or rank 2 or something. So sometimes IVs matter. Gets that one off. Straight into the Jellicent so he doesn't get Mudshot down. And at this stage, all he needs to do, he's got a shield. All he needs to do is build up enough energy to double Shadow Ball here. Knows that the Earthquake won't KO. and in comes his Jellicent, and at this stage he just built up an extra hex worth of energy, throws there, and will be able to get to the Shadow Ball here. And yeah, so mirror teams they were, and pretty dominating in the end. Alright, next game we've got is against, it's number 5, Piccolo, once again against the Indo team. Same guy as the last game. Horrible lead again. Every single one of these games he lost lead. So throwing the Focus Blast here, getting out on the move. Swampert gets the Earthquake one turn after, catches the Earthquake there. Cresselia comes in, and Registeel escapes from a Swampert that well and truly would have dominated it. But Reggie's such a tank. Alright, Crunch coming through here, so softening up the Cresselia. Probably just reached the Aquatail, presses it, but gets CMP tied by the looks of things, or something along those lines. But it's not going to matter here. Looking to come back in with the Registeel now, and we'll look to build up to 100 energy, and maybe even undercharge and try and lock on down. So Grass Knot coming through here, not very effective. They've heads up played into the Talonflame, which they probably had to do. So first move coming through, definitely a Flame Charge, can take that one. And just going to strangle this Talonflame with Bubble Beams here. So first one coming through. Throws 3 extra Incinerates there, another Bubble Beam coming through. Alright, so now it's definitely at the Brave Bird now. Just going to play it safe here, Imagine and Shield, and they've baited again. But yeah, it's a battle of attack going up and attack going down at this stage. Alright, next one coming through, and that it's about to die here, calling the Hurricane. And we'll look to farm down. He's swapped out into Swampert. Good heads up play by him. Didn't want to get farmed down. Shadow Ball coming through. Going into the Registeel and Flash Cannon here. Deliberately Flash Cannoning, knowing it doesn't KO, with the hopes of lock on down. Knowing that the Swampert's only going to be able to get to a Hydro. Lock on down here. So the Reggie only has to take 1 or 2 Incinerates. Looks like it'll just be 1 there. And we'll KO here and should be able to outpace the Cresselia to 2 moves. So what was a disastrous lead and a Talonflame hiding in the back has ended up being a victory. Alright, next game is it's number 4, Epic Cactus, and we all know this game. I'm sure we're all sitting near our computers or phones in the morning awaiting the outcome of these games versus UC, who was delaying. What makes this game even better is the fact that this was the 3rd game he'd been playing for and arguing with UCO, no doubt, for probably 45 minutes to an hour. So doesn't get the ideal lead, getting some pretty horrible lag there. Calls the Poison Fang, and we'll look to grab the second shield here if he can. Lets that one go. Another Poison Fang coming through. Throws the Hydro here to get the final shield. Or KO, and it KOs. So going to be a little bit of farm here for the little electric mouse, which is pretty versatile against his backmon here. But anyway, he's coming with the T-Tar. Sacks perfectly on the move here, although it's going to be play rough and still hurt the Mandibuzz. It can take it. So now farming up a whole bunch of energy. UC's banked a move and swapped out, and it's Marowak in the back. So this is, if he can get this second foul play through here, which he does, that means that the Marowak's forced to shield, and it's banking up more energy now, not throwing, and another move coming through here, and yeah, this is absolutely perfect. That KOs, and he'll be able to shield this play rough and get the victory, and get us second in APAC, so well done there. Alright, number 3 is K-Matchin, or Sash, and it's his very first game in the Timbers colours, and it was against Borbor, who's basically one of the best Sylph battlers in APAC. And at this stage, we needed 1 more win to beat the Brave Birds for the 2nd time, and yeah, so Sash has come in and he's opting for the double flyer in the back play here. And yeah, tough against a G-Fist, but Ball swapped out. He'll stay in here. And I think at this stage, Sash knew that his play here was to hang tough and back his flyers in to finish this one off. So he's going to let this first rock slide go through, keeping in mind that one win is going to get us the victory. And not to mention, this is his very first game. Nerves of steel. He's holding fast here, timing his moves correctly, getting this leaf blade through. Won't KO. He's going to have to go again or look to farm down. Looks like he's going to shield farm down. He's going to have an absolute stack of energy here going into the last matchup. Let's see what they bring out. Oh, the throne on the Ninetales. He'll definitely shield here. And with that Ninetales out of the way, he's just got to hope that it's the Metagam in the back. And let's see what happens here. So KOs the Ninetales, goes straight into the Scarm, and sure enough, it's Metagam in the back. So looks like a pup coming through now. So at this stage, he's looking to farm down, but he's not going to be able to. And the Sky Attack coming through here is just about going to KO. But he shields, so all he has to do now is get to another Sky Attack. So I imagine this is another pup. Yeah, it's another pup. So it's a race to not get counted down, and he gets to the move just in time. And this is going to KO, and... oh, hang on, he's got another shield. Didn't quite get there, but he had the... oh, it's going to be another pup. So... crazy match here, but he's got the move. The Leaf Blade should KO from this range. What a game. What a game, and well done, Sash. Alright, number 2 position. Again, against Pride of HK, one of the top APAC battlers, and horrible lead here. Swapping out on the move and catching it on the Talonflame. But unfortunately, Jellison in the back. Going to throw the Hurricane here. Won't debuff. I guess the goal here is to get that, get some energy on the Galvantula coming back in and hopefully fully farm down this Jellison, provided we can get it low enough. And if he baits again here, it's going to be a big mistake for him, and he doesn't. So he plays it safe, but he's now out of energy. Coming back in with the Galvantula. He does... not sure if he panicked. I'm not sure if he quite had the move or he's worried he's going to get farmed down, but he's thrown the Bubble Beam there. Had to call it, definitely couldn't shield there, and in comes Swampert. Horrible matchup, or is it? Energy Ball, bang, see you later. But the game's not over yet, and great swap on the move, second stack swap of the game into the Swampert. He's going to go into the Roserade, and definitely an awkward situation here. Needs to remove one of the shields from the Roserade, and should be able to do that with his Hydros. But can't afford to shield again, because a Weather Ball Fire from a Roserade is going to do a hell of a lot of damage to that Galvantula in the back. So not shielding there, surviving just in time to throw another Hydro. So at this stage, Lunge is definitely going to be doing enough damage. Throws the first Lunge here. He's tried to sack, but not on the move. Holds fast, knows that have to farm down there, and gets the Lunge through to finish the game. So all that's left now is to introduce the number 1 game, and we're going to get King to do this one for us.
Okay. Scrafty. Okay, so this is a good matchup because of the Air Slash. So they haven't thrown the pup yet. Looks like they want to try to throw... okay, I really don't like throwing it 2, just because you give them the free counter, or a chance for a free counter. I think it's way better to throw after 1, or 3, because these counters really matter in this particular matchup, right? Because they would have been able to... well, okay, this in theory they should have CMP tied there if everything was perfect in this game, which is definitely not. Okay, so they let it go. Oh my gosh! Okay. This is interesting. So obviously the opponent knows what's gonna happen here. So gonna shield the Shadow Ball here. So they must have, but for what reason would they have Ice Beam? For Mana Buzz, I guess. Okay. Alright, gonna shield this. I kind of like this shield here. And then gonna go for the... okay. Okay. Oh, man. Okay, did get a move through here. I don't think we'll make it to the Dark Pulse, though. So you kind of have to throw whatever you have. Oh, God, no. Ooh, okay. That's bad. That's bad. That's very bad here. Should have thrown the Aerial Ace. Maybe would have got a shield, to be honest, because if they feared the Dark Pulse. But this is definitely... okay. Okay. All right. Oh, man. Okay. There's just no way here. There's no way here. They're gonna... Okay, technically it could Braybird them beforehand, before they get to the... Okay, nope, they're gonna get to the move here. Is this where they show Bubble Beam? No, they have Shadow Ball here, okay. Oh, man, they have Hurricane, okay, which is... maybe this is still possible. I personally don't think so, but let's see. Okay, maybe. Oh, actually, it looks like they can make it. Oh my gosh, what a close game there. Okay, well played. It worked out fine in the end.
Alright, so there we have it, the top 10 Timber battles in the first 2 pre-seasons, and in Platinum and in Diamond. Big thanks to Fishy, Duus and Antag for voting for all the games, and looking forward to seeing you all in the US.